Yo, 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 what it is, gang? I say, yo, 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 what it is, gang? It's KK on the check-in for KK's Corner. One more time, just because y'all know KK's Corner is on the one and only Revolt Podcast Network. Shout out to my Revolt family. It's KK on the check-in for KK's Corner. Y'all don't know how much I look forward every Wednesday just to saying that. And people always like, why don't you pre-record it? Now, why would I do that? Do y'all know how much excitement I get out of that? But look, man, let's go ahead and dive into the show for today. As y'all know, I got to start off with a story time before I introduce my guest. You know what I'm saying? Before I give y'all that sauce on KK's Corner. And trust me, my guest is one you definitely want to stay tuned to see. You feel what I'm saying? But today, y'all, I got to talk about something serious. So y'all know I be streaming on Twitch, and I did a stream on Sunday with my friend. We did like a cooking stream, and her girlfriend goes to Spelman College. Y'all know I just graduated Clark Atlanta University last May. Appreciate that. It ain't even been a year yet. You feel what I'm saying? And right now, I got to talk to all of my college students that's a senior or just graduated. Like, because I used to think people was capped when they said, like, that first year out of college gonna hit different. But it really do, y'all. It really do. And I'm gonna try not to even get emotional saying this, folks, because I ain't gonna lie. We talked the other day. Niggas was crying. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But, like, it get deep, though, because it's like you so used to living life a certain way and waking up and stepping outside and your friends is there and the food, the community, the life, the random events on campus, the DJs, the networking, the career fairs, the fucking Market Thursday and the fucking concerts and Spring Fest and this and that. When it's done, it's done. If you are a senior in college, I know we all be ready to graduate. I was fiending to graduate. I graduated a semester late, and that extra semester was the best semester of my college year. I really feel this message today. I had to put on my Clark Atlanta shirt and all, fuck nigga. I'm trying to tell y'all that if you in school, enjoy it. Because when it's done, it's done. And see, like, y'all know I got a podcast. I do YouTube, so I got motion. So I can still go to the school and But if you ain't got no motion, it's kind of weird when you just show up there. You know what I'm saying? So if you still in school, enjoy it and make the most of it, because when it's done, it's done. And it go by so quick. You go from looking forward to campus events every week to what days am I working this week? Like, it's just a real transformation, y'all. So if y'all in college, enjoy that, man. Because my friend was telling me, like, yeah, I work so much, I feel like I don't never really get to go kick it or do campus stuff. Nah. I know I got a lot of college students that listen to my podcast. Take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy that while you can, man. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and introduce my guest of the day, man. I got the one and only Veto in here. My boy is a rapper, an artist, a podcaster, a content creator. The one and only Vibing with Veto. What it do?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you feeling?
I like that intro. Thank you.
You like that?
Yeah.
You know, I've been working on a little something.
For sure.
I've been working on a little something.
Nah,
so, look, man. First, we're going to start off with 3 would you rather questions. You got to answer off the top of your head. Can't even think about it.
Let's go.
You ready?
Let's go.
All right. Would you rather travel back in time or travel to the future?
Travel back in time.
Travel back in time? Okay. You say you got some old hoes. You need to go hit us on. All right, look. Would you rather live in a reality TV show or live in a video game?
Video game.
Video game?
Video game.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
What character would you be in a video game?
I'll be a superhero, probably. You know what I'm saying? I think I'll be a superhero. I think I fit that.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. Yeah. Would you rather only be able to podcast for the rest of your life, like only be able to do interviews, or only be able to do music?
Damn.
Which one hit more? Which one hit different, Vito? It hit different.
The podcast. I'll probably say the podcast.
What?
I'll probably say podcast.
Even though you've been doing music since 2007?
Yeah, because I think being a voice you can make your voice be impactful, you know what I'm saying? And you can do a lot more. I feel like, you know, you can touch people a little bit more with your being a voice, you know what I'm saying? Being a platform, being a safe haven for somebody to come and tell and share their stories, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, although I love music, I never stop making music. But to answer your question, I will probably do the podcasting for the rest of it.
Okay. All right, for sure.
Facts.
So, look, man, before we even dive in, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta talk about what I just seen online, right? And I'm gonna show it to you, and then I'm gonna pop it on the screen for them.
Right, for sure.
Why is this his mugshot this morning?
Bruh.
Why is this his mugshot this morning, bro?
That nigga crazy, bro.
By the time this episode come out, this mugshot probably gonna be like 2-3 weeks old, you feel me?
Damn.
But why is Sada baby face looking like that in a mugshot? And why Why did Shade Room use the song? They wanna see me do my dance. $18,000.
That's crazy though. I ain't even see that. What do you got locked up for?
Oh no, I just seen it this morning. It say Sada Baby faces drug related felony charge. You feel me? I didn't read the article. I ain't read too much into it. But when I seen it, it's just funny because why you making that face?
That's crazy. Like, I don't know. I mean, but he probably like trying to make a bad situation a good situation out of a bad situation.
Is this the craziest mugshot you ever seen?
Nah, I seen a nigga. He was went to jail. He was like crying and like snot was coming out of his nose, like a big ass bubble of snot was coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. That was the craziest mugshot I ever seen.
He probably went to jail for beating on his girl or something. He regretted that.
Yeah, facts. He probably did something. I don't know, but he was crying though.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You ever got a crazy mugshot?
I ain't never been to jail.
Yeah, I ain't never got caught.
Yeah, I ain't never been to jail.
So look, for those who don't know, you from New Orleans, right?
Yeah, I was born in New Orleans.
Yeah, so talk to me about Mardi Gras, bro, because I done traveled so many places, but I never touched New Orleans.
I mean,
and I'm slick jealous because it's only a couple hours from where we at.
Yeah, you can get to New Orleans in 6 hours. I don't even know why you went. You know what I'm saying? You like seafood?
Nah.
Damn, I don't know. I mean, other than
I like topless women though. I heard they be throwing the beads.
That's during Mardi Gras.
Oh,
yeah. But I mean, Mardi Gras is just a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's more like a family oriented thing. You know, it's something that they do once a year. But they have like floats throughout the, you know what I'm saying, throughout the year and stuff like that. But Mardi Gras is the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody, all walks of life, comes down to New Orleans, and then they just have a good ass time. You know what I'm saying?
So it's safe to say New Orleans is most lit during Mardi Gras.
I mean, for me, yeah, because I moved when I was a kid. So, you know what I'm saying? I was always coming back when it was holidays.
Yeah.
So, I had the most fun during Mardi Gras season. Yeah,
so, how was that transition moving to Atlanta at like such a young age?
So, I was 3 and I moved to New Jersey first. Then I moved here when I was 11. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Moving, to answer your question, moving to Atlanta at a young age, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, when coming from New Jersey and coming to Atlanta, like, I was dressed way different than how they were dressed here.
Yeah.
From, like,
every city got their own swag.
Yeah. Like, I never wore a pair of Soldier Reeboks. But if I would have stayed in New Orleans, I would have wore a pair of Soldier Reeboks. You know what I'm saying? I moved to New Jersey and I was wearing Air Force Ones when I came down here. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a little different. Like, they were wearing Platinum Fubu, I was wearing, like, Rocawear. You know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of like different. But you know,
he said Rockaway.
I adapted so quick though, because it was like, okay, I'm from the South originally. So it was nothing kind of different except the accents, you know what I'm saying, and the way that they carried themselves, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I fit right in, you know.
I feel like moving around at a young age make you like more well-rounded.
Yeah,
because you chilling with these kids over here, you learn about these kids over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. I mean, it does make you well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? And traveling too as well.
Yeah. So look, what you think is more dangerous in Atlanta, the traffic or the dating scene?
The dating scene. It's horrible, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I'm off the market, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It is horrible though, you know what I'm saying?
So if it's so horrible, like, how did you know that one was the one to take you off the market?
Man, because it's just like, just the way that we connected, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just connected. The type of shit that a lot of women were like asking of me when I was just dating around. We went on, like, you know, a very inexpensive date on our first date. You know what I'm saying? We went to Stone Mountain. We walked up the mountain. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, we went and I think we went to Tropical Smoothie or something, got some smoothies and stuff. Like, and it just was a vibe, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we just connected. We just been at the hip ever since.
And you know what, bro? I'm glad you said that. Like, our first date was inexpensive. We went to Stone Mountain. This generation killed me feeling like, how much should you spend on the first date?
It shouldn't be a price on that though. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a date should be memorable. You know what I'm saying? Remember back in the day when like you'll write a note to a girl, be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Do you like me? Yes or no?
We got pretty girl Veto in this motherfucker. Pretty boy Veto in this motherfucker. He gonna sauce it up one time.
You used to be like, did you like me? Yes or no? You bring your girl candy and shit to school. So it was like, if you go back to like your childhood, of course we adults, but like you go back to your childhood, what were some of the things that made a girl smile? It was the simplest shit. Yep. So it shouldn't be like, oh shit, you have to spend an astronomical amount of money to please this woman. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, they're just looking at it for the wallet versus from what's inside. You feel what I'm saying?
Cause I feel like if it's real, she gonna pay too.
Yeah,
like she definitely gonna bust that shit down.
And that's another thing too.
He get to smiling like he get tricked on or something.
That's another thing too. Like my girl offers to pay too. I can literally be about to pay. She's like, nah, I got it, babe.
Yeah.
And this has been since we started kicking it.
So is that the moment where you stand behind her like how they do, and when you at the register?
When you want to get the PS5? Nah, we be making jokes about that shit all the time. But it's like, you know, I always hug my girls. So you know what I'm saying? But nah, you know, that's when I knew, like, not that's when I knew, but I just I peep.
Yeah, that's valuable. That's
it's
valuable.
A mental note for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, for
nah,
sure.
that's what's up. Shout out to her for sure, man.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. That's what's up.
For sure.
Yo, welcome to KK's Trivia Corner, man. Look, as y'all know, we got 10 questions on here. 90 seconds on my clock. Veto, are you ready for the challenge?
I'm ready for the challenge.
Are you ready for the challenge?
I'm ready for the challenge.
All right, so look, man, we got 10 questions, 90 seconds. We're going to start the timer after I ask the first question. Matter of fact, JD, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. When this get down to one, I'm finna ask you this question. Matter of fact, I'm going to start you off. I'm going to do you right, man. What's 10 times 9?
90.
Okay. What colors represent American deli?
Red, white, and blue.
All right, that boy knows something. Finish the song lyrics. Don't I love my vegetables, extra cheese and broccoli?
Don't young lay like the kick it like karate. Don't I be with you? Money serving everybody.
All right. Look. Which ATL rapper is known as Wanna?
Gunner.
All right. What day is Cascade, Atlanta most known for?
Wednesday. Or Sunday. Ooh, it's Wednesday now, though. I think so. Go ahead, you can get it wrong.
Sunday. I just had to see which one you was going to go with, all right? What mall in Atlanta do people go to more for the vibes than the shopping?
Lennox.
Yes, sir. That boy knows something. Which artist made the phrase Zone 6 famous?
Gucci Man.
Ain't nobody never did this good. Which Atlanta events turn the whole city into a party every Memorial Day weekend? What event is that?
Wait, say it again.
Which Atlanta event turned the whole city into a party every Memorial Day weekend? What event is they known for famously in May? Memorial Day. 15 seconds on my clock.
Birthday band?
Freaknik.
Oh, you talking? It ain't Freaknik. Ain't okay.
We gonna get that.
That's being like that's before. But go ahead.
Look. 2 more seconds. Who dropped a mixtape called Trap or Die?
Young Jeezy.
Yeah. The only last question, I'm gonna give it to you since we had a little debate. Who famously said she belonged to the streets?
Future.
Let's get
Okay. Damn. I got a lot of them over right though. Hey.
Let's get back to the podcast episode. So look, man, another quick funny question I got for you, right? So when it's a late night, you stopping at Waffle House? Or you going to like Mama's Tacos? What you eating on the late night at the lit club or something?
Damn. I fuck with Waffle House though. I like Waffle House.
So look, if Waffle House had a VIP section, what you think it'd look like though?
Oh shit! Man, Waffle House would probably look like Liqueur. You ever been to Liqueur? Waffle House would probably look just like Liqueur.
What?
Man, hell yeah. I mean, Waffle House be lit anyway. If you go at a certain time, Waffle House be lit. So you know what I'm saying? If I can envision what I think it would look like Atlanta. And what's Atlanta? You know what I'm saying? Atlanta is the core Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So it'll look like, I think it look like Liqueur or Club Crucial.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
For sure.
So look, you started rapping back in 2007. We all the way in 2025 now, right? So like, how can you even talk to us about like that transition from, okay, I'm starting music, I'm making music, I'm doing this, now I'm podcasting, I'm doing this, you feel what I'm saying? Because I discovered you from your podcast. I think you got great energy, great personality. Like, you know how like some people want to do one thing, but they really better at something else, so that's what they really should be doing for. Like, how do you feel about all of that when it comes to in terms of your music? Because from this conversation, you a great podcaster.
Man, thank you. I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Real niggas say real shit.
But to answer your question, I feel like I never looked at myself as an artist, like as a rapper. I looked at myself as a creator. You know what I'm saying? My partners got locked up when I was super young. Yeah. They all did like 10 years. So one of my partners, he was like at the forefront. He was the one that was really rapping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we started doing this shit. We was going around. I would get on songs and stuff, but he was always better than me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to I didn't want to say I didn't want to, but that wasn't on my mind. I always knew that I can bring everybody together. So I was the glue.
Yeah.
You feel me? When they got locked up, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna just let the legacy die. I'm gonna try to make something out of it. And that's exactly what I did. Everything that we talked about before he went to jail, I remember. They gave him his time. He was able to like talk to us before they took him to the back. He came and gave me the ASCAP card that we had. He gave me the ASCAP card, and he was just like, bro, please just continue to do your thing. Like, do this for me.
Damn.
I mean, so me honoring my friend, that's what I did.
And you a real one for admitting, like, yeah, we was all rapping because we was cool, but they was better than me. Like, you a real one. Ain't too many people gonna say that, though.
Chris was the rapper, bro. Like, he would always do talent shows. He would always be not afraid to freestyle. And you know what I'm saying? I remember our first songs we did, like, our first songs was about this teacher we had, Miss Tannis. We made a song about her and this other nigga that was at school, and we pressed the CDs up and we started passing them shits around.
Yeah.
And that's how we started making music. And, you know, from then they always wanted Chris to rap, be on talent shows and shit. Yeah. And I just sat back and let my dog do it. You know what I'm saying? And then we had another buddy that was from the West Side. We started, you know, kind of like putting the pressure on him to do it because he was likable and everybody knew him. But then he went to jail too. All my friends went to jail.
Damn. So everybody get locked up but you. How you avoid this? I'm just trying to figure out because, you know, they say you are who you hang around. So how you avoid getting put down?
Because the day that they went to do the robbery and stuff, I told them, because I had graduation practice. The day that they got locked up,
crazy.
I had graduation practice. And they were like, bro, you finna come out with us? You know what we finna do every night? You know, same thing we do every night. I was like, bro, I got graduation practice. And then the morning of that time before they got locked up, I was with this chick. So, like, my whole day was already occupied.
So the pussy saved you.
Exactly. Exactly. It did though. So, I mean, you know, but you know, it just was like that. And you know, God kind of just led me in a different direction because I guess he knew that this journey was more important and I was gonna be able to, you know, follow their legacy and fulfill that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I love that story, bro. I love that. And life work in mysterious ways. You never know. Like, that's the definition of everything happened for a reason. I hope y'all really just listen to his story because he would have been put up too if it wasn't for the reason of the girl and the graduation practice. Like, life is crazy for everybody. Everything happened for a reason. That's why you kind of got to, like, stick to your path and not follow behind. Because let him with a merge lanes to follow behind. We don't even know, bro, be sitting right here talking to us. Or we don't even know if you would have created your great podcast. Like, to say you only started it a year and a half ago, bro, the quality is amazing. If you would have seen my shit at a year and a half in, you would laugh. Like, vibing with Veto, I like it. You know, they say you created it to, like...
I gotta bring you on the show, too.
Yeah, no, I would love that, bro. They say you created the show to, like, have fun doing music. You know what I'm saying? So you won't... Because, like, you know, rappers already sit in the studio and talk, like, let's have fun doing music. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that's exactly what you doing.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Like, you got to talk to us more about that.
Man, so vibing with Veto, like, I actually I got into a bad car accident. I was at work. And, this car accident almost claimed my life, right?
Now you got to give us a story time of how the accident happened real quick, though. Just real quick.
So I was working, you know what I'm saying? I can't say where I work because they don't like me, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was coming out of a customer's house. I went and sat in my my work car. I was typing in the notes.
Like, shit sound like Amazon.
Yeah, I was typing, nah.
This shit sound like Amazon!
I was typing in the notes. I was typing in my notes on how the transaction went, the interaction went. So I look up and I see a car come through a four-way stop. Yeah. I didn't think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, he was being chased by the police. Yeah. Came through a four-way stop. It T-boned this other car. So went straight through literally, just so envision this. Straight through the four-way stop. It hits this car. It spins. So I'm thinking it's going to spin and stop. Yeah. That motherfucker kept on spinning. To where I was. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? If I would have got out on the left side of my, on the driver's side, the police would have hit me. If I would have got out on this side, I would have got smashed by the car. So the car was coming just like this. I was parked on the side. Here was the curve. The car hit the curve, and it flipped, and it fell on top of my car, and then it went in the little bushes and shit and caught on fire.
You couldn't just drive?
Nah, that would have been worse because it was coming like this. If I would have tried to drive this way, it would have hit me on impact, and the cops would have hit me on this side. So I would have been smashed.
You was basically fucked.
I was dead anyway.
Yeah,
I was just like.
It was one of those situations where you sitting there looking like, ain't this some shit?
I literally saw it happening, so I'm like, bro, I'm gone.
Yeah, God was definitely protecting you, bro. I
literally was like, I'm gone, bro. I ain't have my seatbelt on. Only thing I could do is like ball up and just like brace the impact.
You was in a truck though?
Nah, I was in like a crossover. It's not like a truck. It's like, you know, them little fucking like them long car.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Like a little work motherfucker. Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm gone, bro.
Damn.
I'm just like, I'm gone, bro. So boom, fast forward, boom.
Yeah.
All that shit. Fast forward after that, I wasn't working for 2 months, right?
How was your mental going through this, though? You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't do nothing. You just kind of got caught up in the situation as you at work. So how did your mental adjust to this? How did you feel?
Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you briefly. Like, that whole morning, like, I was, like, being super ungrateful about, like, what God gave me. You feel me? Like, life-wise, right? So I'm sitting up here listening to Kevin Gates' song. It was that song. Damn, what's that song? Great Man. Kevin Gates' Great Man. I was listening to that, trying to get my energy back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm about to go in here. I'm about to do what I need to do. I was trying to get my energy. I was thinking about my cousin that just passed too as well. So I just was saying a whole bunch of shit like, damn, bro, like why am I not where I need to be? Why am I working? You know what I'm saying? I wanna rap, nigga. I'm just coming back from Ghana. We had a tour in Ghana. I literally got back the day before. So it's just like, I'm like, bro, I come from performing over here, being on all these radio stations.
Yeah. And
I come back and I'm back at work.
And you be feeling disappointed, because I know what you mean. Like,
I was disappointed.
Yeah, you was disappointed.
So when all of that, boom, when that shit happened, it just made me understand, like, bro, you can't be out here goddamn complaining about something. God got you exactly where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to do that now. Although I be getting in my little, sometimes everybody does it. You know what I'm saying? But I try to correct my thoughts, because, bro, I can be fucked up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I look at the trajectory of, like, how certain people in my lives, how they life went, is way different than what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? So I might not have $1 million, but I was saying this to my partner. I got $1 million phone. Like, this is $1 million device.
Talk to him. Put him on that free game.
Like real shit. Like, I got so many numbers in this motherfucker. Like, and people call me and just, this is $1 million device, bro. Yeah. So I put this on my Instagram today. I said, I'm worth a lot of money. Yeah. I just don't have it right now. It's on the way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I'm worth a lot of fucking money.
I was born rich. I just ain't got my pay me yet. You know so if you want to scream out, you gotta pay for that. And Pooh Shiesty finna get out of jail. Yeah, but you keep going. So the Vibe with Veto.
But yeah, so Vibe with Veto was created because right before that, I had a show that I was doing. So it was called the Veto Show. Okay. I was bringing like various artists come perform. Okay. I had paid Cap G. I paid Cap G like I think he charged me like $3,000 to do the event. I gave him $1,500. So literally that was my last. Yeah. My last that I had, I gave him that, and then boom, I get into a car accident. Shit, workers' comp wasn't fucking with me, so I wasn't getting paid from that.
Workers' comp ain't shit.
You know what I'm saying? Workers' comp wasn't fucking with me, so it's like, bro, how the fuck am I gonna make this shit possible, bro? I'm not about to cancel my show. How I'm gonna do that? You know, my money tied up. So what I did was, I interviewed all of the people that I booked. So once I started interviewing all of them, and you know what I'm saying, I was promoting the show, and it was a sold out packed show. I was like, bro, I'm about to keep going with this shit because I found a liking in doing it.
Look at God.
So then after that, it's just, I was pulling up with the small little mics and just, I ran across my dog Mike, and Mike was like, bro, you can come and do the podcast here. Damn. And then boom, so here I am today.
And that's just a legendary story, bro. We just got to talk about that because I ain't gonna lie, like, it's just crazy the way all the events in your life just played out and the way it just pushed you to where you are now as a person. Like, and that's one thing I love about my show. That's one thing I love about KK's Corner. Like, I don't get into the messy shit. I don't care about the drama. I love to get to know the person behind the brand, the real story about somebody. Like, the fact that you even feel comfortable to sit here and share this with us and put us on free game, because I got a lot of people that's probably like age 18 through 30 that watch my podcast when I look at the demographics, you feel me? But I mainly care about the college students. So I love for them to hear this type of story. It's inspirational. This is a keep going because you never know what life will take you. And I definitely know how you feel to come back from out of town and have to go back to work. Every time I get booked out of town, Miami, South by Southwest, everything. People think just because I work for Revolt Podcast Network, because my show on Revolt, they're like, a nigga rich or a nigga make this, not that. So I know how it feel to like, okay, one day I'm living in my passion, the next day I got to keep working, like, and you can't take that as discouragement. You got to take that as motivation, like, shit, maybe next time I don't got to come back to work after this. You feel me? Like,
it's on the way. It's on the way. It's just like, again, it's just everything take time. And everything, life is in sequences, man.
Yes, so bro. So I got to ask, like, how do you score guests to come on your show? You don't have Young Dro, LA at the prime time when you're supposed to have them too. Like, how do you be scoring the guests to come on your show?
I had relationships with a lot of these guys before I started doing podcasting. Like, so I really just reach out. Like, hey, bro, I want to, hey, come on, let me interview you. And then they just be like, all right, shit, what days you got? And then boom, that's how it happened. With LA was the first rapper to give me a feature. Like, he was the first artist to give me a feature at the prime of his career, right when A and I was getting ready to take off. So for me to reach back to him when at that time, before A and I really resurfaced and all of that stuff, LA was actually down. Like, his spirit was down when he came on my podcast. I don't know if y'all saw the full episode, but he was telling me, like, in one of the parts of the conversation, he was telling me, like, all of the things that he wasn't doing. I'm not this. I had to stop him, like, bro, like, you look at yourself like that, but I don't look at you like that. And the world don't look at you like that. I just think you feel in a certain type of way about yourself, but I'm not gonna let you discredit who you are on my show, because I look at you at a different light, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like that moment right there that we had, that, like, it gave him all of the courage he needs to, like, start getting back on his shit and look at him again, you know what I'm saying? He right back where he was. But to answer your question, it's just like, bro, I just reach out to a lot of these guys, and I ain't never had no bad face out here. I ain't never do no bad business. I ain't never try to be something I wasn't. I ain't never had beef with no niggas, not that I know of. Yeah. Out here, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys just say, yeah, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what's been your favorite interviews so far?
I got a couple of them, but one of my favorite interviews, I got to interview my homegirl. She her name is Ashley, player 278 off of Squid Games. Okay. The game show. Okay. I think that was a fun episode, you know what I'm saying? Because me and her go way back. So to see her go on Netflix and, almost win that whole challenge, win some millions of dollars, I thought that was, like, real fun to have her come on the show and explain it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was into the show. And I love to see my friends successful. And they success is my success. So we shared a moment on there. I love that. And if I can get an honorable mention too, I would say probably the LA interview for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So what's one rapper that you would never let babysit your kids in the future? What's one rapper that's like, nigga, you're never watching my kids?
Petey Pablo, man.
Who the hell is Petey Pablo?
North Carolina, I don't know. He just seemed like he got too much energy, bro. Yeah. My kids will probably be all over the fucking house by the time I come back.
So look, they said you was the first rapper to throw your own hybrid rap show / wrestling show. What the hell is that?
I'm not the first rapper. I'm the first rapper in Atlanta.
Okay, well, at least he ain't a Soulja Boy yet.
The first rapper to do it is Westside Gun.
Okay, shout out to Westside Gun for sure.
Is one of the first rappers.
I heard it, bro. Shout out to Westside.
I know of that has done a wrestling show. I've been a fan of wrestling my whole life, but I kind of shied away from it because you know we get older and it's like
things
aren't deemed cool and peer pressure and stuff like that. So a lot of this shit I was just watching on my own time and I never got a chance to really like display my interest in certain things. So I'm like, bro, I love wrestling. I just started goddamn doing songs about wrestlers and shit. I did a song called DDP, and once DDP followed me, the real DDP followed me and commented, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like,
that's that social media for you.
This is one of my childhood heroes, like, following me, and then he in my DM like, bro, hey, keep going. I like that shit, bro. And like, it's crazy to now, like, I can call him and he'll pick up the phone. I got the chance to interview him too.
Yo, phone crazy. We need that contact list, my boy.
The phone crazy. But so I linked up with a wrestling company here, independent wrestling company, and we threw a show. I had a project called Shit Hit Different, It was a wrestling based project. DDP did narrate the album too as well.
Okay.
And it's out right now if y'all want to go listen to it.
Look, he points to all three of the cameras when he say that.
Now. It's out right now. Y'all
all
go
that.
with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we did the release and it was crazy.
For sure. So look, gang, KK's Corner is a brand by influencers for an influencer. So with us living in 2025, what does influence mean to you?
Influence is everything, man, because you can either influence a person to do something bad or you can influence them to kind of go down the path that you went on. You know
Pop it.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like influence is everything, you know, and I hope that my influence and what I project out there to the public is something positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That people can stand on and like mirror, like, hey, I want my kids to be like this guy.
Yeah, no, you got a good vibe, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want people with children to kind of look at me and be like, that's somebody that I want to mirror my child's life around.
Why just people with children? You got a kid? Like, why just people?
I have, my girlfriend has a kid, so I have a kid too.
Yeah, not real
that's my
nigga.
son.
Real nigga.
And then I got nephews and nieces, and I got, the reason why I'm doing this shit is for them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want everybody that's in my family or people that's attached to me to have a good life.
Facts.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
So look, what's one thing about you that your fans, your supporters, your family don't know that you want them to know?
They don't know. I used to be shy as hell doing this shit.
What?
I just kind of broke the whole fear
You
of being
just
shy.
performed that 404 day in the underground and you used to be shy.
But but when all of this shit was going on, remember I was telling you, like, I wasn't at the forefront of like being a rapper.
Yeah.
I kind of was.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I was forced, like, you know what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
I took that upon myself.
You are who you hang around.
Yeah. But I kind of just broke that whole, like, bro, even with recording in the studio with people, I used to like I used to record by myself.
Yeah.
I ain't used to like a lot of people because being in there, because, you know, niggas be making side jokes and shit like that, and you may think that it's about you and you may fuck up, but now I'm totally past that whole shy shit. But I think I got over it about a couple years ago. It ain't been that long, though.
Yeah.
It ain't been that long, yeah.
For sure. So look, man, before we leave, I love to ask everybody, what's your most valuable life lesson? I feel like people who come on KK's Corner drop so many gems, so much knowledge. What's your most valuable life lesson that just stick with you, that's like a daily mantra for you? Like, bro, I live by this every day.
A guy that was 80 years old told me that success at 50 feels the same as success as 20. So it was like, don't kind of look at like your life as I'm getting old and I'm gonna stop chasing my dream because of my age. You know what I'm saying? He was like, because if you successful at 40, you'll still be happy. It's the same way, the happiness that you'll be successful at 20. You know what I'm saying? It's the same feeling. You're gonna get the same feeling. You just want to be successful, right?
Yeah.
You want to fulfill your dream, and your dream is to be successful. So I look at that like, man, bro, I used to look at age as like, man, I'm 30. Why am I still rapping? I can't be doing this. 40, bro, it ain't no age to be successful.
You 40?
No, I ain't 40. Hell no.
Oh, wow.
I'm saying 30 or 40.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I look at like different, like, you know, people be saying like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this at certain
Yeah,
ages.
like it get too old for it or something.
You can't put an age on something that somebody likes.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? That's because God gave them that. They didn't give that to you.
Yeah.
So you can't put an age limit on what people are doing.
Yeah.
Just appreciate them for what they do and do something. Find yourself something to do.
Ain't it rappers that blew up at old ages and stuff like that? And
you gotta think about 2 Chainz.
yeah, I was just thinking of him. That's exactly who I was thinking
really
about.
Blew up at like 38, 40. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Like you got a lot of motherfuckers that blew up that's older. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, look at D4L. When we was coming up, D4L were older guys. Like, and they was popping. They weren't like, you know, no young rappers and shit like that. So everything is in sequences, man. I'm gonna keep on saying that. Life is in sequences. Things are in sequences. You just gotta be on that same frequency to receive it, man. So that's all. So, you know.
Vibing with
for
motherfucking Veto, man.
For sure. Yeah.
Damn, man. Well, I appreciate you for coming down today.
Thank you, man. This
no,
was
you ain't
amazing.
got too much time, so we ain't gonna hold you too long, man.
I'll come back and then you can come on my show.
I definitely love to come on your show.
I want you to come on my show.
I definitely, and you know what?
Let's do April 26th.
We can do that because you know what, bro? I don't even let like it's gonna sound conceited as fuck, but I don't even let everybody interview me. You know how many people that wanna? Do you know how many people tried to interview me and I be like, no, fuck no.
Damn.
The only reason why I'm open to the shit now is because you know I'm getting mentored by Revolt and stuff like that, and like, nah, you got to get out there more. You got to go on other people's show, let them come on your show, and that's how you grow. It's like when rappers do features with each other and songs with each other and shit like that. Like, but for the longest, I just felt like I interview people and my style is so unique and charismatic, and I'm so him. I don't want to come on somebody's show unless I get the same vibe.
Yeah, nah.
And I actually did end up going on one person's show, and I just was like, damn, why the fuck did I do this?
Did you do it?
But we made a great connection from that, you feel what I'm saying? And now he finna be one of my editors. That's my boy, but he was in the beginning phases of his podcast. You feel me? Not as like as developed as you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm trying to get out there more. So I would love to come on the show, bro. Just let me know. Just text me the date. We're gonna set it up.
April 26th.
Y'all heard him.
I already put it. I'm gonna put it down. April 26th.
Y'all heard what that boy said, man.
5 o'clock. It's lit.
Let's do it. We're gonna do 5 o'clock, man. It's KK on the check-in for K's Corner. Shout out my boy Vabbing with Veto, man. Make sure y'all follow him, support him, check out the podcast, check out the music. You're never too old to stop chasing your dreams, bro. I love the way you re-instilled that positivity and that hustle mindset inside Young LA is crazy. That soon as y'all talk, his song get up blowing on TikTok again. God's timing is real. He done showed y'all that through his life story and everything he been through, man. So make sure y'all give my boy a follow, man. If y'all was feeling this episode, checking it out on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. If you checking it out on Spotify Podcast, Apple Podcast, download it. You checking it out on Revolt Podcast Network, download it. It's KK on the check-in. We out.
Let's get it. Thank y'all.
Yeah.